when Elon Musk shocked the world once again. The world has grown used to Elon Musk's bold declarations. This man, the practical dreamer, the eccentric inventor, the unpredictable billionaire, always knows how to make the planet pause every time he speaks. From sending humans to Mars, to building a global internet network using thousands of satellites, to chasing the dream of fully autonomous vehicles, ideas that once seemed absurd have slowly become reality in Musk's hands. But then, during what seemed like an ordinary conversation on X, formerly Twitter, the very platform he owns, Elon Musk once again sent shockwaves through the tech world. When asked about the heavy reliance on Android and iOS, the two dominant operating systems ruled by tech giants Google and Apple, Musk gave a response that was calm, yet filled with implication. If necessary, Tesla can make its own phone, no Android, no iPhone. Just one short sentence. No build-up. No press release. No fanfare. But for those who've followed Musk long enough, they know, this wasn't a joke. It felt eerily similar to when he first talked about building electric cars, back when no one believed EVs could survive in a brutally competitive market. Just like when he insisted on developing reusable rockets, even as the entire aerospace industry mocked the idea. And just like how he has built an entire technological ecosystem from scratch, a world where he doesn't need anyone's permission to innovate. And now, a Tesla phone, one that doesn't need Android or iOS, could very well be the next chapter in Elon Musk's revolution. The real question isn't will he actually do it, but rather when, and how will the world change if he does. Take a moment and imagine this. A mobile device carrying the Tesla brand, completely free from Google's or Apple's operating systems, independent of any traditional platform. A phone directly integrated with Tesla vehicles, Starlink satellites, the Dojo AI supercomputer, and the X social network, forming a closed-loop ecosystem built entirely by Musk himself. This wouldn't just be a technological announcement. It would be a silent declaration of war, a move that, if successful, could break the decades-long monopoly Apple and Google have held over the global smartphone market. At this point, it's no longer just a battle over products. It's a full-on showdown between disruptive thinking and entrenched legacy, between a single individual who dares to rewrite the rules of entire industries, and the two corporate giants who've long ruled over the sacred ground of smartphones. Once again, with his signature boldness and risk-taking spirit, Elon Musk has thrown a grenade into the heart of the tech world, shaking up an order many believed was unshakable. And what's more, he doesn't just make statements. History has proven one thing: when Musk says he'll do something, he means it. No matter what it takes. So where does the story really begin? Does Tesla truly have what it takes to enter the smartphone arena, a battlefield where giants like Nokia and BlackBerry once reigned, only to fall? What would a phone with no Android, no iPhone even look like? What makes it different? Why now? Why did Elon Musk choose this exact moment to send out that signal? And the most important question of all: if this becomes reality, how will it reshape the entire tech world? Backhand index pointing right. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and drop your thoughts in the comments. Because this is just the beginning of a story that might change everything. The context: a world dominated by two giants. The smartphone market today is one of the most tightly controlled industries in the world. Just two operating systems, Apple's iOS and Google's Android, account for over 99% of the global market share. In other words, if you're using a smartphone right now, chances are you're living inside the ecosystem of one of these two tech giants. Apple controls everything from hardware to software, creating a tightly sealed experience with the iPhone, App Store, iCloud, and a host of integrated services. Google, on the other hand, has built a software empire with Android's open-source model, allowing hundreds of manufacturers, like Samsung, Xiaomi, and Oppo, to customize and deploy the system on their devices. Yet even Android depends heavily on Google Play services, the beating heart of its app ecosystem. No one has dared challenge this duopoly directly. Microsoft tried with Windows Phone, and failed. Amazon launched the Fire Phone, and failed. Even Facebook once dreamed of a Facebook phone, and failed. These weren't small players. These were giants with deep pockets, strong engineering teams, and massive user bases. And still, they couldn't survive the smartphone battlefield. So why would Elon Musk, a man who's never built a phone before, dare to make such a seemingly outrageous claim? Elon Musk and the philosophy of independence. For over 20 years, Elon Musk has made one thing very clear. He doesn't like being dependent on anyone. From building electric cars that defied automotive industry standards, to developing in-house AI chips, robots, batteries, satellites, and rockets, Musk has always sought total control over his products. With Tesla, he refused to rely on third-party chips and instead created his own line of AI chips specifically for self-driving technology, known as the FSD chip. With SpaceX, instead of renting satellite bandwidth from telecom providers, he built his own global satellite network, Starlink. With AI, he didn't rely on solutions from OpenAI, Google, or Microsoft. He launched his own company, XAI. With social media, unsatisfied with how Twitter was being run, he didn't just complain, he bought it, renamed it X, and started turning it into a key piece of his expanding tech ecosystem. What's the common thread in all of these decisions? Total control. A refusal to let his companies be at the mercy of outside platforms. Elon Musk understands one critical truth: whoever controls the software holds the power. So when iOS and Android have the ability to decide which apps are allowed to exist, when Google or Apple can cut off access simply because something doesn't align with their policies, Musk realizes that even his empire, including Tesla, Starlink, and X, stands on shaky ground. And the solution? Build his own platform. The Tesla phone may very well be the next bold move in that ongoing mission. What would the Tesla phone look like? Now imagine a smartphone designed by Tesla, a company known for its minimalist style, elegant engineering, and cutting-edge technology. On the hardware side, design: a sleek, ultralight metal body, possibly made from a titanium alloy like the Cybertruck, built to withstand heavy impact. Display: a high-end OLED screen, or perhaps something even more advanced, ultra-bright, battery-efficient, and built for outdoor visibility. Camera: likely powered by AI sensors, capable of environmental recognition, facial mapping, and potentially acting as the eyes for Tesla's future robots, the Tesla Bot. Battery: based on Tesla's next-generation lithium battery tech developed for its electric vehicles, could we be looking at a phone battery that lasts for days or even weeks? Solar charging? It's not out of the question. Elon has hinted at the idea before, and a phone with solar power integration would fit perfectly into his sustainability vision. On the software side, a completely custom operating system, possibly named Tesla OS. It could be built on a Linux-based open-source framework, giving Tesla deep control and full flexibility to develop an experience tailored to their ecosystem. No reliance on Android or iOS, meaning no need for Google Play or the App Store. A dedicated Tesla App Store, open to developers but curated under Tesla's own standards. Unique integrations. Deep integration with Tesla vehicles: control your car, monitor battery levels, unlock doors, switch driving modes, access 360-degree cameras, and receive proactive alerts, all directly from the phone. Direct Starlink connectivity: no traditional SIM card required. No matter where you are, your phone stays online, connected through Tesla's own satellite internet network. Built-in X social network: seamlessly go live, post updates, message friends, and even handle payments, all from one device, tightly connected to Musk's rebranded social platform. AI powered by Dojo or XAI, a next-level virtual assistant, far beyond Siri or Google Assistant. This AI could detect emotion, learn your daily habits, and anticipate your needs before you even ask. The ultimate advantage: Elon Musk owns an entire ecosystem. Unlike the companies that have failed trying to enter the smartphone market, Elon Musk has something no one else does: a closed, complete, and rapidly expanding ecosystem. Tesla electric vehicles, over 4 million cars on the road worldwide, all of which could seamlessly integrate the Tesla phone as a central control hub. Starlink, a global satellite internet network, no carriers, no need for traditional 5G, just a direct, always-on connection from virtually anywhere on Earth. Twitter, X, a social platform with hundreds of millions of users, now evolving into something more, including potential crypto payments via XPay. AI, XAI, Dojo, cutting-edge AI models and supercomputing systems, trained daily, designed to power everything from smart assistants to autonomous machines. Neuralink, future integration, a vision to eventually connect the human brain to digital devices, blurring the lines between thought and technology. All of these are pieces of a larger puzzle, and the Tesla phone could be the bridge that brings them all together into the hands of everyday users. The real-world challenges Tesla will face. As ambitious as it sounds, Elon Musk won't be able to avoid the massive obstacles that come with building an independent smartphone. 1. A new operating system is a major gamble. Users are deeply familiar with iOS and Android. Convincing people to break their habits and switch to a completely new system won't be easy. Will third-party apps support it? How secure will it be? How fast and smooth will the experience feel? These are critical questions, and they won't have simple answers. 2. The app ecosystem. No TikTok. No YouTube. No Facebook or Instagram. Will people still be willing to switch? Musk will have to either build his own alternatives or convince major developers to support a new, unproven platform, something that has sunk many phones in the past. 3. A market controlled by gatekeepers. Apple and Google hold enormous power. They could block Tesla phone from reaching users via app stores, digital ads, or even legal pressure. Just as Apple banned Fortnite from the App Store and forced developers to comply with strict policies, Tesla could find itself in the crosshairs of two tech giants. 4. Manufacturing and distribution. Tesla has never built a smartphone before. Setting up a supply chain, managing assembly, handling global logistics, distribution, and after-sales support, it's complex, costly, and risky. It's not just about having the idea. It's about scaling it globally, and that's a whole different game. How would Elon Musk actually do it? According to many experts, if Elon Musk truly decides to create the Tesla phone, he won't follow the beaten path. Instead, he'll likely build a phone unlike anything we've seen before, blending AI, satellite internet, electric vehicles, and social media into one powerful device. Leverage his loyal fan base and investor community to spark a massive wave of hype, turning the launch into a cultural phenomenon. Release it in limited quantities at first, creating a sense of scarcity, much like the rollout of the Cybertruck. Integrate cryptocurrency payments or even a proprietary token within the X ecosystem, making the phone part of a new financial and digital lifestyle. Focus not on competing for market share, but on redefining what a phone means in a new, connected era. Market and competitor reactions. Following Musk's bold statement, Apple and Google stocks didn't dip, but the tech community lit up with speculation. Apple, so far, no official response. However, many analysts believe Apple is preparing behind the scenes, and could potentially tighten restrictions on Tesla apps within iOS in the future. Google faces a unique threat. If Tesla were to use a bare-bones version of Android, stripped of all Google Play services, Google could lose valuable user data and billions in ad revenue. Users' reactions have been mixed, a blend of excitement and skepticism. As one tech blogger put it, if even Microsoft couldn't pull it off, who can? The vision: if the Tesla phone succeeds, Imagine a world where your smartphone doesn't need a SIM card, doesn't rely on traditional carrier signals, isn't controlled by the App Store or Google Play, and can control your car, your robot, your social media, your AI assistant, and even connect directly to satellites, all in one seamless device. A world where you are no longer locked inside the ecosystems of Apple or Google, but instead, living inside a new kind of digital universe, one created by Elon Musk. If that vision becomes reality, it wouldn't just be the launch of a new product. It would be the beginning of a digital freedom revolution, where users reclaim control over their platforms, their data, and their entire experience. When the future is no longer just an app of the present. When Elon Musk casually stated that Tesla could create a phone that doesn't need Android or iPhone, many dismissed it as exaggeration. A typical tech billionaire quip meant more to provoke than to promise. But if we step back and look at his journey, from PayPal to Tesla, from SpaceX to Starlink, from X to XAI, we begin to see a pattern. With Musk, the crazy ideas often become reality. And they arrive sooner than anyone expects. If it ever comes to life, the Tesla phone won't just be another new device in an already saturated market. It will be a declaration, a bold statement for a different kind of future. A future where users are no longer trapped between two monopolies, Google and Apple. A future where innovation isn't bound by outdated rules. A future where change doesn't come from boardroom consensus, but from the will of a single, relentless individual. We are living through a moment of massive transition. The rise of artificial intelligence. The shift from traditional internet to satellite-driven connectivity. The slow unraveling of the old app ecosystem. And a growing global demand for privacy, digital freedom, and user control. All signs point to one thing. The time is ripe for a revolution. And Elon Musk, with his vision, his ecosystem, and his fearless ambition, just might be the one to ignite it. Tesla phone, a symbol of digital independence. If successfully built, the Tesla phone won't just be a commercial product, it will stand as a symbol of digital independence. A world where users have true control over the platforms they use, the data they generate, and the services they access. No more getting locked out of your Apple account for violating some obscure App Store policy. No more watching your favorite app vanish from Google Play just because it doesn't follow ad standards. No more feeling silently tracked by invisible algorithms. Musk once said, "If something is important enough, you should do it, even if the odds of failure are high." That quote captures the core spirit of the Tesla phone. It's not just a business move. It's a direct strike against a digital monopoly that has dominated for decades. The future doesn't belong to those who compromise. If we look back at the history of technology, real breakthroughs never came from playing it safe. Steve Jobs was mocked for removing the floppy disk drive, ditching the 3.5mm headphone jack, and limiting iOS to just one app store. But those bold moves are exactly what shaped the modern smartphone era. Now, Elon Musk is stepping into his own Jobs moment. While the rest of the world seems content choosing between Android or iPhone, Musk is trying to carve out a third path, one that's rough, risky, and wildly expensive, but just maybe, it's the path that leads to the future. Because the future doesn't come from minor updates. It comes from complete reinvention. The bigger lesson, dare to think differently. Dare to act. Musk's statement, Tesla can make its own phone, landed like a shockwave. Not just for Apple or Google, but for the global creative community. It rekindled the spirit of the early internet era, when hackers, developers, and dreamers built open platforms because they believed in a better digital world. If the Tesla phone is born, and succeeds, it will stand as a powerful reminder that the future doesn't have to come from those who control the present. It can be created by anyone, as long as they have belief, vision, and the courage to bet everything on their idea. And if it fails, that, too, will be a valuable lesson, that changing the world means accepting the risk of failure. but at the very least, you tried. And sometimes, that's the first step toward building something truly revolutionary. What do users gain from this dream? If one day the Tesla phone truly appears on store shelves, it won't just offer a new device, it will offer a new choice. Not to replace iPhone or Android, but to challenge the two giants to innovate harder, faster, better. Competition is what drives progress. And even without a single physical product, Elon Musk's declaration has already forced tech leaders to ask themselves, are we still the ones leading the future? Or have we become managers of stagnation? Now imagine a phone that connects directly to satellites, controls your electric vehicle, runs deep learning AI, hosts its own social network, lets you pay with crypto. In that world, users are no longer locked in. They are no longer stuck choosing between two ecosystems. They are free to dream of what's never existed. When Elon Musk tweeted, "If necessary, Tesla will build a phone, one that doesn't need Android or iPhone," he wasn't just answering a question. He was opening a door. A door to a future where users can choose the platform they trust. Technology is no longer controlled by a select few. Innovation is no longer restrained by fear, tradition, or market share. That future isn't here yet. But it's no longer far away. And maybe, just maybe, when you finally hold a Tesla phone in your hand, you'll realize. Sometimes, it only takes one sentence to change the direction of the world. Movie Camera. If you enjoyed this vision of the future, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below.